Yo, hey, what's up guys? Today I'm giving you a full guide of the boss Amius in the new Cursed City area, and I give you a full guidance of strategy, which champions to bring, and everything you have to know. But first of all, I want to give a big shout out to my good boy Yannick, because he made something incredible for the whole community, for the whole game. He made a speed calculator basically for the whole game, but not only can it just show you the results for something you put in, like the speeds and something like we are used to, but it also can find you the speeds for example for an unkillable. And without the tool right here, my channel wouldn't be even as big as it is right now, and without that tool you wouldn't even see many teams around on my channel, because that tool right here made it all work, and so you gotta check it out. Now let's talk about the champions you have to bring, or let me say it like that, which debuffs. The first thing you gotta bring into the fight is a heal reduction. There are maybe other teams, I think I saw a 5-turn meta super crazy team that can do it without the heal reduction, I assume so. But normal players like us always needs a heal reduction. That will be cold hard in our case. And the second thing is some source of damage. In our case it will be Mithrala, and she will give us the poisons and also Brimstone. Brimstone is really nice, but you don't need it. It's not like you have to bring it, but it makes your run way smoother if you can. And the third thing you gotta bring is some source of healing. Buffs are good, but it's more about the healing. You gotta bring a healing source, and that's what you gotta bring. And if you have like increased defense or something like that, it will be cool. But yeah, sometimes they will transform your positive buffs into negative buffs, and that sometimes will actually hurt you, so you don't wanna do it in the wrong turn. The fourth thing you gotta bring is, okay, maybe it's not the super important thing later on when we get the boss in the speed calculator, maybe we don't actually need it, but a cleansed champion. In our case we have two, it is Mithrala and Pythion, and they do the same thing. We will cleanse the debuffs when they're about to happen. And we have a bonus thing right here. It is Lydia. She gives us passive block revive. The boss usually will revive, and you kind of don't want that to happen. In our case we can just kill him whenever, it is no problem, but later on we gotta kill the boss in the right transformation, and you gotta keep an eye out for that later on, and you wanna keep track. But for us now, right now, we can just skip it. And I want to show you something. We are on the account of Yannick, and he's actually globally right now top 10, and it's an amazing achievement because the boss is brand new, and you have to understand the boss. Without it you cannot do anything. So from now on we will jump into the boss. Here we go, the boss. The first thing you want to pay attention to the boss is his main skills. On the top right there, he has two of them, and he will kind of use it randomly. I don't know why he does it kind of randomly right now, but we will figure that out later. But the first thing you want to know is why he has two of his main skills ready. You don't want to inflict any debuffs. It's kind of a rule. So in our case, for example, if I would use the block buffs right now on Lydia, on the boss, he will use that skill and transform the block buffs into block debuffs, and he basically transforms all negative, all positives buffs into negatives, and negatives into positives, and stuff like that. And you kind of don't want that to happen, so we kind of want to avoid it. And how can we avoid it? We will just basically use A1 here, and we can just avoid it by not using any debuffs besides like poisons, brimstones, bombs, or whatever you want to bring on the end. And heal reduction. Those skills are super safe. You can just use it and won't affect you in any way. So cold hard, you gotta pay attention to the heal reduction. At the moment, the boss just used his A2 and just kind of cleansed it, so the boss does not have heal reduction. And you want to keep that up every time. So the main thing about Cold Heart right here is just A1 and do the heal reduction every time. And maybe there's the situation where the A1 isn't even like important because the boss already has it for 2 turns, and then you might use her Heart Seeker. But first of all, heal reduction is the first thing you gotta do over and over and over on her. And we will use A1 here because we are just waiting until the main skills are on cooldown. So he used both of them, and then we can use debuffs. And we will use A1 here. And we will use A1 here, but like I said, poisons, heal reduction, they are safe, and bombs and stuff, so you can just use them. We will go in here and increase those. So the boss is about to transform. It's kind of sometimes a little bit janky. Sometimes he does 1 time A1 and then 2 times A1. I don't know. Sometimes it's like that and sometimes it's like that. But there's one thing you really want to know is you want to deliver the boss some buffs when he's about to transform. You want some buffs on your team that he actually is when he's about to, like when he transformed, he will use his main skill when you deliver him buffs. If you don't have any buffs and he will transform, he will use A1 and just kill, probably in our case, Cold Heart, and then basically the run is over because it will end in a chain reaction. And he will just do it over and over and over, and you don't want it. But now we got his main skills out, so we will just put out some debuffs, some buffs. So at this point we get ourselves some buffs to make us ready to get into the second phase. And we will just use A1 here because poisons are always safe and he cannot do anything because we don't need heal right now. But when we need heal, Pythion will do actually something. So is he transforming now or the next one? Like I said, Cold Heart will be always heal reduction focus. So he did the A1, we're just about to do one more rotation where we're just waiting it up. Here A1 to get up some more poisons. Here we can we? Yeah, why not? And of course, he's now about to transform or not, we will see in a second. But then you will see if you have buffs on yourself and he transforms, then he will use his main skills. If you don't have any buffs, he will just A1, and that's what you don't want to happen. So A1 here, and of course A1 here because we want heal reduction, and A1 here. On Lydia, I kind of recommend don't use her A3 at the moment. Maybe you feel kind of safe or you figure out a strategy for yourself, use it, but at the moment just don't. So we got a Brimstone, it's nice. So he transformed and he used his A3 and then his A2. But we survived. That's not the hardest thing in the world, but you wanna trigger that what happened right now. If you don't have any buffs and he transformed and used his A1 on your Cold Heart, then many things will happen because he gets something when he kills you and stuff. So that's the thing. When he's about to transform, you want some buffs. And now we are cleansing. That's where the cleanser's coming in place. It is with Thrala and Pythion. So maybe later if we can speed tune and stuff, that will be like 1 cleanser, but now we have 2 just to be safe. And we will cleanse, decrease attack and stuff, doesn't matter too much. And now we want to heal up because that will always make big damage. And at this point we're looking at no heal reduction, so we want the heal reduction again. And now in this form right now we can use our debuffs. It's okay. But when he transforms back, you gotta keep in mind he will transform all positive, no, he will transform all negative debuffs into positive buffs on himself if he uses that one skill. So you gotta like put your debuffs quickly out or just maybe don't do it. But like always, poisons and heal reduction are safe. You can always land it and that won't like give you any disadvantage or something. And yeah, at this point we wanna just be healed on our Cold Heart really fast because he will always attack her, because I think the boss is just attacking the champion who looks the juiciest to one-shot. So we will attack he's about to transform back. When this skill right here on the second phase is on a 1, then he will transform back and you get another turn and stuff. So here, do we have the heal reduction? No. Let's go ahead and give him some. I had another one, it was 10 minutes because I was just bad RNG and the heal reduction just didn't land over and over, and I did it for like 10 minutes, but it went like down here on the HP bar and then it filled up like here, and so it was kind of a nice testing area for me, to be honest, if I have the rotation in the right way and stuff. And now we're gonna do A1. We're gonna do A1. Poisons are safe, you can just use it. And here A1 to heal up. And right there. He's about to transform, so we just... And that was... I was able to do the Heartseeker right there, but I just didn't keep track of it. But yeah, if you keep track on the heal reduction on your Cold Heart, you might squeeze out some Heartseekers here and there because the debuff is already out there and it's long enough and you cannot extend it or so. So it is actually okay sometimes to do it. So we don't want any block buffs because he can just transform it to block debuffs, and we don't want that to happen. That's the skill right here. So we actually don't cast it, so yeah, we can actually use the poisons on our Mufrala right here. So it's actually landing. So we're gonna heal up. Pythion didn't do anything besides the A1. But the A1 is actually healing the champion with the lowest HP, so he's actually doing something, and you need it right here. The heal is really important. So heal reduction, we don't have any, so we will put it out there. Yeah, we got lucky and got it out there. That's good. And the brimstone, that's even better. And right now the skills are now both on cooldown. So that's about time where we actually have to use debuffs and buffs, so we can deliver the boss some buffs and he will go in his main phase and not do the stupid funky weirdo thing. So here right there we can just poison. Maybe he's gonna die in a second. That's not too great for a showcase. But if that happens, we would just go back. Ah yeah, he got healed a little bit. That's in our case a little bit better, so I can actually show you. Get the heal reduction, nice, and we will get the A1 heal on the lowest HP. In that case was Lydia. A1, and now he will transform. Most of the time when that skill is on a 1, he will transform on the next action. And we use some poisons over here, and we will use that one right here. And do we have the heal reduction out? Yeah, nice. That's one of those situations where you can actually use the Heartseeker. And right there. There is one mastery on Cold Heart or in general where you can extend any debuffs. And that would be probably nice in here on your Cold Heart. And here we go. We can just use that one here because we want to save up a little bit. And why not? That's usually the spot where you have to cleanse, but we didn't have too many debuffs right there. And we will heal on him because he will attack the Cold Heart now. He's about to do the A1 and the A1 goes on your lowest HP champion. I assume so, maybe I'm wrong at some point, but it has been proven that always the Cold Heart is the attacked one. We're just gonna heal more up, why not? And we're gonna try to get the heal reduction out there. Nice, we got it. And A1. Because we are never using the A3 on our Lydia. And also never the A2 on our Mufrala right now. And A1 here to heal up a little bit. She puts out the continuous heal on the lowest champion, on the lowest HP champion. And also we can heal up here. Are we trying to get, we don't have it ready anyway. So heal reduction. It got extended, that's nice. We want to do our A1 right here. And that's basically it. Deliver the boss some buffs on the right turn and he will do always the same. Have the heals ready, have the cleanse ready when it's about to happen, and always get out the heal reduction. And that's the whole rotation in kind of a short sentence. Yeah, I think he's about to die. Can we get the heal reduction out? Yes, we got it. I think he's about to die. No, yeah, sure. He's about to use the other skill and he will die, and yeah, nice, we got it. I hope I explained it in a kind of a good way so you can repeat it and have a really easy kind of run. Maybe if you don't have the right champions and stuff. So he does not have both skill used, so I won't use any debuffs. And also here, but he's kind of dead anyway. Yeah, he is, and we will heal on here, just why not. Bye bye. And that's about it. That's how you can just kill the boss really quick. And also, if maybe your RNG is a little bit bad and your heal reduction doesn't go out and it will take longer, but that's general, the whole idea how to kill it. And now let's take a look at those stats. About the stats, I'm just gonna give you a quick preview of it because I don't know too much about the stats, and there's Yannick's account and he set up everything, so I'm just gonna give you quickly a overview of masteries and all that you have to know. So let's go over here, Pythion. You can just pause the screen for a second, that's no problem. Right, and here skills, brimstone, masteries are like that. And Pythion stats are as following. And we got something in here, like the masteries. And because I think everything is really good, there's only one thing I think that's maybe he has, maybe he has not. I don't know yet, but those are the stats. Does she have any blessings? Right there, you can see it. And about the cold heart, those are the stats. Of course, you gotta be more tanky than usual. If your cold heart dies, you gotta re-gear a little bit and make her more tanky. But that's just how it is. And let me check out if something which I have in mind is not over here. Yeah, if you want to make your run a little bit more easier, right here, I think it's that one, the hardest term. No, it is not. No, is it that one? Wait. No, it is right here. Extend any 30% chance to extend any duration of any debuff by a turn. So instead of a 2-turn, it will be a 3-turn of heal reduction, and it might something give you a little bit of free space that you can use the Heartseeker for some damage, or you can maybe just don't rely too much on your RNG anymore because you had that 1-turn heal reduction anyway. So that will be the end of the video. I hope I was kind of a good teacher for you, and I also want to thank Yannick because he made everything work right here. Without him nothing would be able, and that will be the end of the video. And yeah, have a nice day.